Okay, guys, let's get started. So, welcome to the voiceover. I've already primed my eyes. And so the first color we're going to go in with is Soft Peach. And we're going to take the fluffy end of the brush that came with the palette. And we're going to just blend Soft Peach all over the lid from brow bone to the lash line. Couldn't think of that word. So just going to blend that all in and just set that primer so all the rest of the colors are easier to blend into. So then we'll go in with the color Morocco, and you want to take that fluffy brush and just go into the crease and really take your time to blend this out from inner corner to outer corner and circular motions kind of back and forth, so it really just kind of buffs everything out. So we're going to go in with that again to kind of intensify that color. I've already done the other eye, and now I'm back to this one. And I also want to drag it on the outer corner to kind of create that lifted wing-like shape on the outer corner. So you'll see in a second that I'll take it from the lash line and kind of extend it out. And so with the more compact side of the brush, we're going to go in with the color Noir. And so we're going to take that all over the mobile lid area, just keeping it fairly tight to the lash line, extending a little bit up, not quite making it into the crease. So just take that, and this is going to be our base for the next color, just to kind of make it a bit more vibrant. So we'll take that over the lid and kind of blend it in. Make sure that you don't have any gaps. Take that brush along the lash line and make sure you just kind of fill everything in so it's pretty even. But if it looks a little jagged up top, it's okay. We're going to blend it out. So we're going to take a fluffy brush and go on with the color Morocco and take that through the crease and just blend out that noir shade. So you want to kind of just blend that in circular motions back and forth. And you really just want to soften the edge of that noir color so everything blends seamlessly together. There's going to be a lot of blending in this look, so get ready. So we've done that other side already, and now we're going to take a flat shader brush and go into the color Azure. And so that's the really pretty blue color in the palette. And we're going to take that with that flat shader brush, I think it's from e.l.f., and just kind of go right over top of the noir color. So it makes it's pretty vibrant on its own, but I wanted to ensure that the color really came through. So just gonna pack that right on top of that noir color and kind of go back and forth and make sure you get a good even application of it. And you'll take it almost to the crease there. But don't worry, we're gonna blend and then blend some more. So we've already done the other eye, and now I'm going in with the second layer of that color just to, again, intensify it. And you can do this as few or many times as you like to get the desired intensity that you prefer. And we'll go in on that other eye and do the same thing and just pack on the Azure color. Pack, 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 pack. I know it looks a little crazy now, but it will come together. And don't mind that primer that's on my face. It's the Makeup Forever mattifying primer. It looks a little crazy. So we're going to take a fluffy brush once again and just blend, blend, blend. There's no additional product on the brush at this time, but we will go back in with that color Morocco and blend some more and then blend some more. So as you can see there, we're taking more of that Morocco. I just love this palette, by the way. I cannot stop wearing it. I've worn it at least 3 times since I've bought it, and I just got it. So we're going to take a little Morocco and just blend, blend, blend into the crease, making sure there's a seamless transition between that blue Azure color and the transition shade. So now we're going to take kind of a more taper fluffy brush and go into the color Fudge. And we're going to concentrate this just on the outer corner. And then we're going to blend it into the crease. So start at the outer corner, and then as you can see, we're going to take it in a little bit. So blend, blend, and then I had to cough or sneeze or something. So take that Azure color, Fudge, on that smaller tapered sort of blending brush. And this is when we're kind of creating that cat eye effect. You'll just take the product and kind of drag it up towards the brow to create that kind of cat effect there. And you don't have to do that. You can make it a more rounded eye, but I kind of like that effect. It kind of helps turn up my eye look a little bit. And by turn up, I mean I have a sort of downturned eye shape. So to lift the eye, that's probably a better word, will create the cat eye effect. So just going to go in with a little more of the fudge and intensify that outer wing. And I know it looks unblended over there, like there's a gap, but don't worry, we'll get to that later. We're just concentrating on that shape and on the outer corner. So just blend, 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 and then blend again, honey. Just keep blending. So don't mind the little gap. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, creating that kind of elongated eye shape by dragging the color from the lash line towards the end, the tail of the brow, and working that color back and forth in circular motions into the crease. And so this is what it should look like so far. Still looks a little cray, but don't worry, it's coming. So I'm gonna do a few things off camera, like, you know, my foundation. So did the foundation, and I think we did a little contour, maybe some blush. I'm not sure what I did off camera at this moment, to be honest. But I'll list all the products that I use down below. So with a short shader brush from Morphe, it's kind of a pointed shader. I really like it. We went into the color Noir and then kind of take that along the lash line. But I decided to do something else halfway through, like right now. So instead of continuing with that step, we are gonna, what am I looking for? I can't remember. Oh, we're gonna take the flatter side of the brush that came with the palette and go into the color Heirloom, because I decided it was a little more blue than I wanted at the moment. So we kind of went into Heirloom, which is a beautiful purple sparkly color, but then I decided to change brushes. So I'm currently looking for, I think, a flat shader brush from e.l.f. Yep. So we went back into that color Heirloom. And I left this clip long so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm packing it just on the center of the lid. And it doesn't change the color a lot, but it does kind of tone down the blue a little bit and give it a little more dimension in the center of the eye. Because there definitely is some sparkly color to the Heirloom, or some sparkly nature to the Heirloom color. And so as I pack it on the center of the lid, you'll see that I kind of take the tip of the shader brush and blend it into the azure on either side. And then I was watching something on TV. I don't know what was on. I got distracted. But we'll take that Heirloom color, like I said, pack it on a lid, and then take the tip of that brush, just like right there, and blend it into the azure color on either side of where we packed in the Heirloom. Just to kind of tone it down a little bit. I don't know, suddenly the blue didn't look like I wanted it to look. So we'll do that on the other side and just kind of blend that color into both sides, or either side of where we packed on the Heirloom color. So that made me happier. So once I did that, I go back into Morocco. I think I'm going to be out of Morocco so soon. And we're going to blend everything again. I left this clip really long, as mentioned, because I wanted you guys to really see all the steps that it took. I mean, this is definitely not a 10-minute makeup look. But I was going out and I had time, so I figured I'd do something fun. And like I said, I'm so in love with this palette. So we're going to take that tapered, fluffy blending brush and go back into the color Fudge and intensify that outer corner. Because I think we lost a little bit in the constant blending. So there'll be a lot of blending, reapplying, blending, reapplying until you kind of get where you want to be with this look. And so then I noticed that little gap. So I went ahead and filled that in a little bit and made sure that everything looks good. But then we go back with that fluffy brush with no additional product and just blend, honey, blend, blend, blend. And now I'm starting to really dig how it looks. So to finish that other eye, go back in with the color Fudge with that taper blending brush. I believe it's a Sephora brush. And we're going to intensify that outer corner yet again. And then I did go ahead and take it a little higher than my crease and just kind of really blow it out, really smoke it out. And then we just blend with no additional product on this fluffy blending brush. And now I'm happy. So to go back to that first step that we discarded for the moment, take that short shader brush from Morphe and go into the color Noir. And I'm just using this as a liner. And I wanted it a little thicker than I usually do because I was going to go in with some lashes today. And I am not good at the lash application at this moment. So a thicker liner helps to hide the band of the lashes if you don't apply them perfectly, which you will see that I did not. Don't judge me. My lash game is not strong yet, but I'm working on it. So I really like this Morphe brush because it applies it precisely but smudges it out really well. It's a short, I think it's a detail smudger or a short shader brush. I can't remember exactly the description of the brush, but it is part of like their vegan line. I got it in the set that I purchased off Haute Look. So then I decided I wanted a little wing. So I started to wing it out just a little bit with this short brush. And it seemed to work out well with this particular brush. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I decided I liked it. So we'll create just a little baby wing here. And I like kind of the smoky wing right now. I'm into that. Gives you a little definition, but it's still smoky and sultry, I guess is the word. So now we're going to take a pencil brush from MAC. I think it's the 219 or 216. I can't be sure. This is my favorite pencil brush. This is my only pencil brush. I should probably clarify. So I went in with Noir and Azure and kind of did a combination of both to mimic what's going on the lid and take that to very tightly to my lash line. And as you can see, I'm connecting the shadow on the lower lash line to the wing situation on the top line, just kind of connecting everything together. So it's a seamless kind of transition between the top and the bottom lash line. And so we'll do the same on the other side. And I really did take the time to make sure that is connected at the outer corner. And I like combining both the Azure and the Noir color because it made it smoky, but it wasn't so harsh of a smokiness. And then I decided on this side it wasn't quite blue enough, so I added a little more blue. And then I think I had to sneeze or cough or something. So then I took a detailed crease brush from Morphe and go into the color Morocco. And I'm just going to really buff out that lower lash line, so it can be really blown out and smoky and kind of a hazy gradient effect, but still using all the colors or some of the colors that we did on the lid, so everything kind of flows together. So you want to really buff that out pretty good and make sure that everything kind of goes together. That's why I like having the smokiness of the Noir shadow as the wing and liner up top, because then it just kind of keeps that smoky all the way around. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. So then we go in with my favorite eyeliner. It is the Marc Jacob Highliner in Blaquer. And we're going to tight line and add this. I don't know what I was watching, but it delighted me apparently. So going with that liner to do our tight line and also our waterline. Because I am going to go in with lashes, I definitely wanted to make sure my liner was on point. And just tight lining makes your lash line look thicker and makes everything just kind of go together. So that is what we're doing in this clip. And go in there. And it actually stays in my waterline, so I really like this liner. So we're back and we have lashes on. They are the Ardell 102 Demis, I believe. So this is a lip liner from NARS. It's called Morocco. It is my favorite flesh tone lip liner. Like, it is definitely my lips are better. I've had it forever. That's why it's so tiny. I lined my lips and then filled them all the way in with this lip pencil. Because I wanted a new lip with this look. I almost went in with Veronica from Anastasia, but I changed my mind. So then we're going to take Vintage, which is a Anastasia lip gloss. and go over top that lip liner to complete our new lip situation. So we're just going to fill everything in. Bam, there we go. So now we are going to highlight. This is one of my favorite parts besides the eye look, is highlighting to the gods, honey. So, oh, this is Champagne Pop. I probably should tell you what it is. Okay, so this is Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill, the collaboration they just did. And we're going to take this with a brush from e.l.f. I think it's a tapered blush brush, maybe. I can't remember. But it's definitely from e.l.f. and it's definitely $3. And it's the brush that I use to highlight all the time on the tops of my cheek. And kind of drag it around my eyeball. I don't know what that was right there. Sorry, guys. So now I need you to go back and focus, camera. Thank you. I know my lashes aren't on perfectly. Feel free to not mention that in the comments. I'm working, y'all. I'm working. I'm trying to get my lash game strong. So we're going to continue to highlight the tops of the cheek. And really, this highlighter is so awesome because it blends in so beautifully. So it will still, look at that. It still gives you such a great highlight while blending seamlessly into your look. And it's kind of hard for me to explain how well it does. Like, your highlight will still be on fleek, but it will not look like it's just highlight sitting on top of your face. It just blends into your makeup look really nicely. So we're going to take that above the brow bone. I kind of go ham with the highlight. Although I forgot to put it actually on my brow bone. I just forgot. And I didn't go back and do it later. So, but usually I do that. So just blend it in there right there. And you can see how the light just hits it. So pretty. So pretty. So just making sure that's all blended seamlessly. And we're going to add a little bit more to the tip of our nose. I like doing this step versus going down the bridge of my nose, because I just feel like I tend to get a little oily in my T-zone and would prefer not to highlight that area at the moment. So just kind of blending in again at the tops of my cheekbones, checking it out, seeing what I think about it. I did also fix my hair into an acceptable ponytail, so it doesn't look so crazy. So now I'm looking for a smaller brush to continue with the highlighting situation. And I couldn't find it at first, but I finally did. And it is just another Sephora brush, just like the one we used to blend out that fudge color. It's like a tapered blending brush from Sephora. But I find that it works really well to highlight my Cupid's bow, which is what we're going to do right now. And with the Cupid's bow highlighting, I like to take it right at the Cupid's bow, but that kind of dip in between, you know, that little area that's kind of depressed right above your lip. I don't like that to be highlighted. So I actually needed an even smaller brush to do it, but this worked out. And then we're going to do a little bit on the chin. I figure I'm going out tonight, so we can go a little bit ham on the highlight. Who are we kidding? I don't need an excuse to go ham on the highlight. And we're going to take it into the inner corner and highlight there. Like I mentioned, this would have been the time when I would highlight my brow bone. I'm not really sure why I didn't. I think I was distracted by the lashes. I really like these. I think I mentioned they're the 102 Demi lashes from Ardell. They're really nice. And we are liking it. So far, so good. What do you guys think? I like it. And then I forgot that I didn't put mascara on my lower lashes, which is quite the crucial step when you have such a smoky eye. You really want to define those lashes. And then I take just like the tip of the wand and kind of blend in my lashes with the falsies. Not real heavy of an application. And I don't apply mascara beforehand to my top lashes, because my lashes are curly and putting lashes on is difficult enough as it is. So Now we are done with the look, so we want to go in. I went in first with MAC Fix Plus just to kind of intensify the highlight A. And I was feeling a little bit dry because I did use a mattifying primer and a mattifying moisturizer. So I needed to add a little life to my face. And then we went in with the Urban Decay De-Slick. Is one of my favorite setting sprays. And it will just make sure your beat lasts all night, hunty, all night. So we're going to kind of let that dry. And this is the final look, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that highlight. Ignore that one lash. It looks a little crazy. But overall, I really like how this turned out. I had a good time when I went out. So it was all worth it. It was all worth it. I love this palette. You guys should definitely check it out if you haven't already. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.